Greetings and welcome to Empath Holistic Healing. It's me, Lady Empath, birth given name Brandy, and this is just a commercial. This is I guess you can say a commercial um, about the recording that's to come this evening. And it is going to be glorious and great. So those of you who follow the channel, you don't want to miss it. And so that's why I thought I would just come on and just say, if you happen to click onto this video, then you're going to know already, like, okay, she's coming on later. And so tonight is going to be about dealing with the Akash or light language specifically. I received guidance and light language already in this area regarding African American culture, women, and those who just maybe in past lifetimes suffered a lot of abuse, a lot of misfortune, a lot of mistreatment, a lot of injustices. All of that stuff is stored in the Akash. And so I'll get into the teachings in that as well a little bit later. There's so much to it, but it's such a glorious light language in various different dialects that came forward, as well as it ended in a melody. I channeled using different crystals, uh, garnet, malachite or malachite, hematite, and the blood calcite, okay, as well as selenite. I usually use selenite with light language, but first I meditate with them, then, I hold and channel that way, as well as when I'm using my hands in light language, I'll hold a selenite wand in one and use the selenite, my other selenite wand in the other, as I am using my hands, directing it up and down the center points, okay, as guided. And so I'm super excited about this because I already instantaneously from last night to now, because I actually attempted to do a video on here giving that light language relief first. And then later on tonight, I was going to, after I go out and have some fun, I was going to come out, come home and do the video again. But I was going to actually be on the video where you saw me, because I was going to talk about some stuff and the guidance, the messages that came through, as well as if there was any further light language suggested at that time. But light language, for those of you who are not real familiar, light language, it bypasses the centers in the mind that has to do the reasoning and rationale, and it's a whole nother dialect. It's from divine, it's from the divine source, creator, okay, creator God, divine energy. And so it targets and bullseyes the chakra systems, the energetic points, and everything. It just bypasses. So try not to be super logical, especially if you're one of those personalities that you have to be in openness and receptivity to this sort of thing, because it is real, it's energy. And other dialects stepped in, as I heard another lady mention on one of her videos how galactics would step in sometime because they have the divine wisdom and knowledge built into them because they've experienced it already, and they have the wisdom, and so they'll step in the switching in the dialects that you all will hear from us. But it's all pure love light energy. That's all it is, and it's targeting those places. And so tonight it's targeting the Akash, and which dealing with the lower chakras. And the reason I had set an intention, because oftentimes, in this world, empaths, sensitive souls, when you don't know and understand all this stuff, you're just carrying this stuff around. And so sometimes you'll end up getting this rep as doom and gloomy, but it's not because it's all you. A lot of it is because of all of the lifetimes and experiences that you've had, on top of the fact that you are keenly sensitive to energy. And that's a part of it, okay? But then the repeating of cycles, and so it's kind of like in the natural world, and those that are the plugged ins and just the natural world, everyone thinks it's all about just choices and doing better, but that's really false. It's false. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. It's false. The reason why some seem to be a little farther off, or more accomplished or whatever, it's not just because, oh, they just made all the right choices. Absolutely not. Their energetic system was already probably predispositioned for certain things. Their akashic records are probably predispositioned for certain things. In that particular area, they may not be carrying a lot of that in their akasha or their auric field or their energetic system. In other areas, though, they may be super jacked. You feel where I'm going with this? And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just bringing the equilibrium to things here, because sometimes everybody's all about looking on the externals of things or the material world, but there's more than one way to be dysfunctional and toxic or stuck or stagnant, whether you are acknowledging that, aware of that, or not. Okay? And other people can see it, especially sensitives, energetically sensitive people. They know it. They don't need to have facts. They know it, okay? Just thought I'd throw that in there. So this is to free you, okay? And so it helps you to, clearing your aura and feeling better and breaking some of those patterns and belief systems and agreements, because there was an agreement. After the conditioning and the breaking and a lot of the stuff that took place in slavery and in other times, so there are things that are in the DNA that we hold the power because we are a part of the divine. We are the divine, connected. We have the power as co-creators to release that and raise the vibration, to release it and raise the vibration. And light language assists with that, okay? Amongst other things, as in Reiki and many things. So yeah, that's coming tonight, you all, tonight. I don't want to put an exact time. I want to say more likely than not between 10 and 11 p.m. West Coast time, which is Pacific Standard Time, more likely than not. And sorry about that. So hope to see you guys soon. Bye.